Today I'm going to show you how to make a loaded veggie tofu scramble. It's the perfect protein breakfast if you're on a vegan diet. Every Saturday morning without fail, I whip up a delicious tofu scramble as part of my weekend breakfast tradition. It's my go-to comfort food that never gets old. I love keeping things fresh and exciting by experimenting with different variations. Sometimes I go spicy, other times I keep it classic. Check out my other YouTube videos on tofu scramble. Whether you're craving something bold or mild, I got something for everyone. Here's what you need to create this colorful, nutrient-packed scramble. 16 ounces of medium firm tofu, green onions, sweet peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, mushrooms, and spinach. For seasoning, grab some garlic powder, onion powder, and turmeric. For today's recipe, I'm choosing to use a medium tofu block. Why? Because a softer tofu gives that fluffy egg-like texture that makes every bite feel just right. If you prefer a firmer texture, more sponge-like, you can totally go for the extra firm tofu. It's all about what texture you want. First things first, let's press that tofu. Removing the extra moisture is the key to getting that perfect texture. Pressing makes the tofu a flavor sponge, ready to soak up all the delicious seasonings we're about to add. If you don't have a tofu press, no problem. Just wrap your tofu in a clean kitchen towel and place a heavy object on top. Leave your tofu in the press for about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how firm you like it. Here's a tip. If you're new to pressing tofu and you want to up your game, check out my video, How to Press Tofu. I'll link it to you below. While the tofu is pressing, let's multitask. Get those veggies prepped. Grab your green onions, tomatoes, broccoli, mushrooms, spinach, and sweet peppers, and chop them up into bite-sized pieces. Not a fan of green onions? Try chives for a mild flavor. Once the tofu is pressed, pat it dry with a paper towel. Then crumble it into small bite-sized pieces. It should resemble scrambled eggs at this point, light and fluffy. Prefer a chunky tofu? Just break it up into larger pieces instead. Time to add the flavor. Sprinkle in the garlic powder, onion powder, and turmeric and mix until the tofu is evenly coated. Want to add a little heat? A pinch of smoked paprika or cayenne pepper will do the trick. Heat up a nonstick pan over medium-high heat and add about a quarter cup of water. Toss in your chopped green onions, sweet peppers, mushrooms, broccoli, and let them saute for a few minutes until they start to soften. For an oil-free option, water works great, but you can also use a splash of vegetable broth to add flavor. Next, add the tomatoes and cook them until they are soft and juicy. Cherry tomatoes work great here, but sun-dried tomatoes can add a nice chewy texture and a concentrated flavor. Now it's time to add the star of the show, your seasoned tofu mixture. Add it to the pan, stir everything together, and let it cook till all the liquid has evaporated, allowing those flavors to really melt together. And there you have it, a vibrant, loaded tofu scramble that's packed with flavor and nutrition. Serve it up on its own, pair it with some toast, or in a wrapped tortilla for an easy breakfast on the go. Feeling extra fancy, top it with avocado slices or a sprinkle of vegan cheese. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more yummy recipes, and let me know in the comments how yours turns out. Check my website for a full printable recipe, and most of the products and ingredients I used are linked in the description below. And I'll see you next time.